We'll be starting in just 1 second, folks. Okay, let's get this party started. Sorry about the delay. All right. There we are. All right. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see me okay and hear me okay. Let's say hello to everybody. Oh, thank God it's Friday. Let me just put the SPY up here. Oh, SPY took a nasty dump a few minutes ago. Look at that. All right. All right. Peter, good morning. Feels like we were just talking to each other. I responded to your email. And I hope you're doing well, Peter. Arnulfo, Kevin, Jeff, John, Devin, Graham, Stacy, Robert, Bill, Ivano, Mr. Dragon Don, Robert, Whitco, Dr. Luke, Scotty, Yuri's here. Good morning. Sandy, good morning to you. Lloyd, good morning. Good day for making money? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We got a lot of stuff to digest today. We really do. The markets are going to be a roller coaster, I think, today. We got Tom, we got John, Mr. Illinois Grain Farmers here. Good morning to you. Charles, S.J. Ellis here. Bernie the Bear. Sean, good morning, Sean. Vernon, Minnesota Matt, good morning. Tom, James, Jody, Flying Ronin, Mark, Sebastian, Alpha Diaz, good morning to you. Wade, Ivan, Dave, Jill, Mind, Richard, Chuck, David, Ray, Richie, good morning. Chidori, good morning to you, Chidori. Gregory, Walter, Dave, Colette, Seth, Deanna, Keith. Was it a 4-day week, but it was long. It was very long. There's a lot of market chop this week. Just a lot of chop, a lot of grinding, a lot of. I hate when markets do this. Sin, George, Bullwriter, Randy, David, Peanuts, Steve, Eduardo, Robert, Jesse, Carla, Kevin, Michael, Frank, Mark, Steve, Harold, Julio, Lloyd, Kevin, Mr. I want to go fast. Today, you don't want to go fast. Brian, Peter, Don, Ronnie, Santiago, good morning to you guys. Hey, Richie, good morning. Art, Cheese Grade Trader. We got, we got a lot of people here is what we got. Let's see here. We got Art. We got Stefan. We got Ozzy. Good morning, Ozzy. We got Richard. Good morning, Bob, and thank you. And hoping today's a better day than yesterday. Greg, Doug, Kai, Sergey, Hopium Addict, Paul, Harriam, Hefe's in the house. Always good to see Hefe. We got Sapster. We got Duff. We got Lewis. We got My Trades. We got William. We got Tony. We got Bonnie. We got Adrian. Good morning, Adrian. We got Ron, Becky, Gregory. Eagle Beagle is in the house. Next Jen is here. David. Good morning, Kevin from Carlsbad. Good to see you. We got High Grounder, Ron, Karen, Gino, Jacques. Good morning, Jacques. Good to see you. Mike, Ernest, Mark, Donna, Brian. Good morning, Brian. I haven't seen your dad yet, but I'm glad to see you here. We got Ralph, we got James, Jeremiah, MG Undiano, Don, Stan, Jeff, Krish, Lloyd. Any movement on changing $25,000 requirement to $2,000? They're making movement. It's supposed to be done by the end of this year, Lloyd. Just don't know when. But you could still trade in the cash account. Ted, Ken, Banjo, Hopium Addict. You got your Dramamine ready for today? I don't know. You may not need it today. Yesterday was a Dramamine day. You guys saw Clyde yesterday. He was getting seasick. There was so much choppiness in the market. Scotty, good morning, Scott. We got Russ, we got Bob, we got Scampy, we got DBD, we got Burke. Richie says it's snowing again. Well, here, Richie, you got something to keep you busy for the next 3. You were just saying how you're getting a 3-day off, Hopefully the tariff decision comes today. We'll talk about that in a minute. Dave, Moondog, upper 30s. Oh my, Moondog. It's too cold for me. We got Joe here. We got Jason. Good morning, Jason. Good to see you. We got Javad. We got, you don't need 25K for futures, right? Paragogosian. Good morning, Paragogosian. Moondog, Lloyd acted on your recommendation to open several cash accounts. Well, there you go. Actually, somebody pays attention and listens to what I say here. I love that. Good morning, everybody. Folks, if you're just coming in here right now, first, I want to say happy Friday. Second of all, I want to say good morning. And please go to the bottom right to the gearbox. See how I have mine on auto? You don't want to be on auto. You don't want to be on auto. You want to be on 1080p right here. So when you go here, it should say 1080p, okay? Not auto, okay? So just FYI, 1080p, okay? All right? Just heads up. Okay. And if you don't mind, and if you guys like what I do, if you guys enjoy the show, please give us one thumbs up right here. I just gave myself a thumbs up, just one time. It helps us with the rankings from what I understand. Okay? All right. So let's talk about the market. So far, the market is, it was actually up pretty good overnight. I was looking at it earlier, but it dropped. I don't know exactly why it dropped. I have no idea because I was here with you guys getting ready for today. So far, this is very random. This is not anything. This is not anything out of the ordinary here. So I don't want you to think this is meaningful. This is just noise. Okay, you don't want to put too much faith in noise. Okay, as far as Fed data is concerned, oh boy, we got GDP at 8:30. We got personal income. Now it says delayed, but it's only delayed by a few days. It's like a week or two delayed. It's not a big delay. It's for December. Delayed for December. Actually, you know what? It is pretty much delayed. But I guess this was supposed to come about 2 weeks ago. So it's not that delayed. It's only about delayed a week or two. It's not like 3 months delayed. You're going to have new home sales today and consumer sentiment. The consumer sentiment will not be that important because of personal income and GDP. The GDP is going to be very, very important. I'm looking for an annual rate to go down. And quarter over quarter, I'm looking to go down. As you could see right here, they have no idea what to expect. But you could see right here, annual rate was 4.4. As long as we're below 4.4, they could say with a straight face they're making progress. And personal consumption expenditures, we want this obviously to go from 3.5 to 2.4 or lower. The truth of the matter is any number below this will be okay. As far as employment situations are concerned, I'm looking at core PCE year over year right here, and I'm looking at personal income right here, personal income. Most of these reports, here we go, PCE over year right here. These are the two big ones right here. This is the big ones right here, year over year. Month to date gets revised. So I wouldn't really put too much. I really wouldn't put too much effort into that. Hey, Gary, good to see you. Mr. A.G. Cooper, good to see you. Good to see everybody. Thank you for being here. Fridays, I usually feel it by Friday, and I'm definitely feeling it this week. And I still have that lingering cold. It's been now 2 weeks and a day, and I'm not sick, but I still have it. So it's like, It's like the gift that doesn't stop giving. As far as earnings are concerned, we don't have anything major today, but we have to consider some of the earnings and the catalysts, which we'll talk about. That if it's we'll have to price in some of these. Okay. The bond market. The bond market is still holding on here. Came down for a few days. We're holding on. This isn't necessarily bad, but I think a lot of the reason the bond market is holding on here is because investors don't want to put a lot of money into the stock market before the tariff decision comes out and before the employment report. So we're going to see how this looks, but this isn't really that bad, and we are above the 100 days, so this is not bad. Okay, yeah, there you go. There you go. U.S. dollar. U.S. dollar's holding on. It's a little stronger, but it's just holding on to this level right now. It's not really doing very much. And as I mentioned before several times, this is the crux of this is the apex between the uptrend and the downtrend. And as long as we continue down this path, we can just easily turn and this will become down, very much like this did. So I'm very cautious at these points. If you're bearish, this is a good time. If you're bearish, this is a good time to look to sell short because you have a very low risk situation unfolding here. Because it's either going to break this level or it's going to just come right back down. So if you were to short it right here, I'm not saying you should, but I'm saying remember, the lowest risk situation occurs at the intersection between the short-term trend and the long-term trend. Short-term trend, long-term trend. That's right here. Right here. I'm going to keep saying that every day till it sticks. Let me find extreme benefit. Oh, thank you, Daniel. Rest of the season. Won't succumb to 2+ weeks of weak sickness. Let's see. Oil of oregano, black pepper oil, and aged garlic. Sounds pretty tasty, too. My wife's had it for 19 days right now, and she runs. I mean, it's crazy. These colds, and I'm not really feeling sick or anything. You could probably tell I sound fine. I still feel it, like almost like an allergy at this point. But anyway, I shouldn't be complaining. Gold, again, nothing. We're not getting any. I mean, look at this. Just nothing. I will say the fact that it's holding on here is a good sign, just like this. But I'd like to see it go a little higher. Obviously, if we break this level, we're going to start coming down here. But the fact that it's holding so well here just tells me that this was an overreaction, which somebody with my initials told you that it was, and that we're coming back to fair value. And if you look at silver, let me just take a quick look. I don't trade silver. And if you look at silver, it's doing the same thing right over here near the 50-day. So the fact that it's not dropping below this looks like it's going to hold to this level and then start coming back up again. Okay. I eat local organic. I eat honey every night before I go to bed. I eat 2 apples with honey every night before I go to bed. I've been doing that for about a year now. Every year, every day, every night. That's my evening snack. Two gala apples with some honey. Crude oil. Crude oil is moving higher. Hey, Acme football kicker. Good morning. Good morning. Crude oil is moving higher, a little higher. Let's see if this can sustain. And also, you'll notice that U.S. dollar started moving a little higher, and crude oil started moving a little higher. But notice that silver and gold have not. So I think that's kind of interesting. Bitcoin is still holding on here. Oh, thank you, Virtuvian. Thanks, Fred. You know, I heard that from many people. I heard that vitamin B is really good. Yeah, I heard that that's really, really good. I got to try the vitamin B, Fred. Virtuvian is Fred. That's what I'm calling. Sorry, I'm calling you Fred. Oh, by the way, folks, I almost forgot. I'm having, so listen and listen good, okay? I know that I tell you a lot of times that I'm going to give something, I'm going to have a special presentation and all that crap. The marketing stuff to get you to come to my rooms. Not that I really need it. I give you guys a lot of value, but I'm doing something very special today in the VIP room. I'm doing something I've never done before. I have measured and quantified gaps and volume. I'm going to show you over 60,000. I'm going to show you an analysis that was done on over 60,000 gaps. Okay? And I'm going to show you what the numbers say. Okay? It's going to be very, very eye-opening. I'm going to have an I hate to say I told you so moment, as I usually do. But I've never, ever, ever done this before. I've never, ever, ever had this session before. When I say it's going to be eye-opening, it's going to be eye-opening. You're going to get a chance to see what 60,000 gaps gave us, what we learned from 60 or 65,000 gaps. Okay? When I say it's going to be eye-opening, I really mean it's going to be eye-opening. Okay? If you missed today's VIP session, you are missing a $10,000 class. I'm not kidding. I'm not joking. Actually, it's probably worth more than $10,000. It's going to be one of the coolest things you'll ever see in your life. I'm going to give you an answer based on 60-something thousand gaps, okay? And volume, how volume and gaps interact with each other, okay? Now, the conclusion is not going to be anything new, but the process and you guys, you're going to have an aha moment. You're going to have an oh shit moment today. Okay. Now, if you are interested in becoming a self-sufficient trader, you would be a fool to miss today's session. I'm not charging you anything for it. I'm not going to sell you anything. I just want you to have this information. Okay. There's no catch. Okay. There's no catch. Here's the link to the Telegram channel where I post a lot of goodies for you. Now, again, folks, me, you have, or I? No, I'm going to be doing it, not Matt. So I'm going to show you guys something really cool. And here's a link for Customer Service Live, the Cam and Gustavo show. I don't know what they have on the docket today. I'm sure they'll tell us, but they're live from 10 to 1, and it's going to be great. So, folks, you should go out of your way to go to the Zoom room today or YouTube channel. You should go out of your way to be there today. It will be eye-opening. When I say it'll be eye-opening, I mean it will be eye-opening, like eye-opening, okay? And if it's not eye-opening, you could tell me how it sucks, okay? How about that? I'm gonna tell every one of you, I challenge you to tell me that today's VIP session is not going to be one of the best ones you've ever seen. All right, Bitcoin is still flagging, not showing any signs of coming off. Now, I want to show you something interesting. You see how right here when price goes down? Here, let me, okay. See when price goes down, how it gets away from this red line? And you see how price consolidates, it comes back to that line? This is a perfect example of a this is a pullback without pulling back. You understand? This is a pullback. So notice how the 8-day now is back in line. This creates a lot of imbalance. This fixes that imbalance. Now, I'm showing you on Bitcoin right now, but it can be on any asset at all. See this air gap right here? See this gap, a lot of space as it goes down. See how much distance you have between the red line and the price data? And you see how it goes sideways, it comes right back to it. This creates stasis. This creates balance, okay? That is imbalance. This is balance. You don't need a pullback to go up. A pullback can go sideways, okay? Just wanted to show you that. This is really important right here. So, and the longer it consolidates, the longer it's telling us that it's very comfortable at this level, which is not what you want to see. China is still closed till the 24th, but their overnight session is trading here. And we're breaking down. We're not doing anything great here. Okay, so be careful. Now, we do know Supreme Court's going to come out today, but we don't know what they're going to say. Okay, let's move on to stocks. What are the catalysts for today? Minnesota Matt, Charlene is coming in hot. Come on, guys. I'm going to start reading this, and you guys can post all the stuff. what it implies goes long. What are you talking about, Raj? I don't know what you're talking about. What it implies. What implies, Raj? You gotta be a little more descriptive here. Okay. All right. Got to be a little more descriptive. All right. Minnesota Matt's coming in hot. Charles is coming in hot. I love when these two go against each other. Infotech, industrial, healthcare, utilities, Fed data, and speakers. Yep. Basic materials and industrial and utilities and healthcare. Okay, you got healthcare, you got utilities. So the only one we're missing, Matt, the only one we're missing is materials. Charles, tell me where you got materials from. Belfast John is coming in hot too. Look at that. Fed, utilities, industrial, healthcare. Yeah, I got all that. Tell me, where did you get Infotech from? And where did you get you? And where did you guys get basic materials from? Those are, see, I'm with me and Matt seem to be reading the same thing every morning. I don't know what it is you're reading, Matt, but you and I are on the same page. I don't have basic materials, and I don't have, yeah, I do have Infotech. Sorry, I have Infotech. I don't have basic materials. Newmont. Yeah, that's basic materials. Did Newmont come out today, this morning? Hold on. Yeah, I guess they did. Okay, you're right. See, you're right. You're right. You're right. Okay. Infotech. I got Infotech. I got Infotech. I didn't have basic materials. I got Infotech. I got it. All right. So Charles has beat us once again. I would go with what Charles wrote, although what Belfast John wrote isn't all that far away, and what Walter wrote isn't. Iran is that's not that's been we already know about Iran. That's nothing new. That's nothing new. Um, I didn't say anything about whether you should stay or you should not be in GBTC. I didn't say any of that. All I said was, you see, Raj, you got to listen to what I say very, very carefully. All I said was that it's got used to this level. It got used. It got used to being at this level. That means we're not expecting a V recovery. That means there's a higher odds it'll continue going down than it will come back. Okay. Okay. Any news that we knew coming into yesterday is not a news today. Walter, we knew about Iran coming into yesterday. That's not new. That's something we've got that already. I would go with what Minnesota Matt, Charles, and Belfast John and Walter have, except for sodas. All right, let's get into this now. Investors assess the potential impact of conflict in the Middle East and await a raft of U.S. economic data. Speaking of data, we've got, let's all put our attention on the bond market. Bond is going up right now. We'll see what the numbers are in just a few minutes. Very exciting times, very exciting times. Fed's favored inflation gauge, first estimate fourth quarter. U.S. military is deploying wide range of forces in the Middle East, including 2 aircraft carriers, blah, 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 blah. We'll see if we're going to pull a taco or we're actually going to invade. Statistically, nothing will happen. Statistically, nothing will happen. The Wall Street Journal reported that President Trump is considering an initial limited strike on military government sites in Iran to pressure. Nothing is going to happen. Statistically, nothing happens about 90% of the time when we get to these levels. I'm just going by statistics. I don't know if this time is any different. Bonds just broke the high 3 minutes before the report here. Just a second ago, they were upticking right here. I'm just watching the bond market as we speak, okay? So don't mind me. EPM Systems tumbled yesterday. Revenue. Folks, the most powerful thing a stock can do is increase their guidance, and the weakest thing a stock can do is decrease their guidance. Not during earnings, however. I mean, it's important during earnings, but outside of earnings, that's the biggest catalyst a stock can have. And the biggest catalyst a stock market can have is a credit crunch. We don't have a credit crunch. Chip stock slid. Micron slid. Texas Instruments slid. I'm sorry, Microchip, not Micron. Micron did actually pretty good. Yes, held on pretty good. Booking slumped more than 6%. Omnicorp was on the top of my scanner yesterday. Labor Department showed that jobless claims are very good. There's no problem there. There you go. Chats were chats. Set up with tracker for pizza and falafels and how are correlated with military activity, market reaction precursors. Just kidding. You guys crack me up. Good morning, Jack. Good morning. You guys crack me up. This is interesting. Philadelphia manufacturing rose to a 5-month high. That's really good. December trade deficit widened. Come on. We don't even look at this thing anymore, right? Pending home sales fell just a little bit. Kashkari said on Thursday that interest rates are currently probably near neutral. The level bonds are going up. The level where neither restrain or stimulate the economy. I think we're a little bit ahead, but I don't think they're saying anything crazy. They're basically all thinking we're in a good place. I think we are too, for the most part. We have a 94% chance that the Fed is not going to take any action in March, which lowers bank failures, Tony, bank failures. When banks fail, when you see reports that banks are going out of business and taking your money with it. Today we're focused on PCE. The GDP and the PCE are going to be the big daddies. Advanced fourth quarter gross estimate. Economists forecast economy growth slowed to a solid 2.8 after expanding to previous quarter. We wanted to slow down to 2%. U.S. personal spending and personal income will be released today. Manufacturing PMI will be released today. So far, nothing on the bond market. Interesting. Let me know if the numbers come out. Hey, Jean, good to see you. Good to see you. New home sales will be released today. University of Michigan consumer sentiment will be released at 10 o'clock today. Market participants will be looking to Fed speeches today. Let's see. Ooh, bond market's going down. Bond market's going down. Something is out. Let me know. I'll just rely on you guys to give me the numbers. Please just be succinct and just give me the annual numbers. Bond market isn't like this. GDP actual 1.4. Let's see. What? No. That's impossible. Really? Wow. Whew. We may have to start raising rates, folks, if this continues. That's a good number. What about personal consumption expenditures? Wow, 1.4? What the hell's going on here? That's a number for you. Good morning, Brian. Good morning. Spice going down. Chips are kind of just sitting there. Wow, 1.4. That's a number for you. It's a little shocking, isn't it? Okay, 2.4. Well, this is good. This is good. Well, that's pretty impressive. I'm going to tell you right now. 2.4. Now, what about personal income? Let's see. Nothing yet. QQQ is not liking this. SMH is not liking this. Chip stocks are not liking this. Nope, not good at all. Not good at all. Now, let's see what the market is not interpreting this as being positive. I don't have the personal income yet. December PCE 4 versus 3. December 0.4 versus 0.3. Yeah, I don't look at this. I only look at year over year. I don't care about all this other crap. I don't have this consensus yet. But the market is not liking this, folks. The market is not liking this. Look at that. Look at the SPY. The market is not liking this. 2.9, huh? That's year over. So, that's an interesting number. That's an interesting number. PCE price year over year. So we have pricing inflation. That's very interesting. That's a very interesting number. Okay. So year over year, core PCE, these numbers are worse than expected. and GDP is better than expected. I guess they kind of offset each other a little bit. Interesting. That's an interesting number. Quarter over quarter GDP. That's an interesting number. The market is not interpreting this data as positive as of yet. The market is not interpreting this data as positive as of yet. Okay. I'm just looking at the bond market. Bond market is bouncing back now. Mixed. So the data is mixed. The bond market is bouncing back. Let's see what the Dow's doing. Dow's going down. RSP is flat. SMH is coming off a little bit. QQQ is not liking this. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. All right. That's the Fed data for now, and we're sticking to it. Yeah, GDP is interesting. All right, let's continue. Fed speakers are going to be speaking today. Europe is up 0.4, 0.47. Luxury stocks outperformed. That's actually pretty bullish. I'm just going to keep the bond market here. Bond market is reverting back. Japan closed lower today, tracking overnight losses on Wall Street, escalating U.S.-Iran tension, weighted on sentiment. China's not open yet, and these are the stocks that had a catalyst. Acom, Copart, Molina, Outdoor, and Aplovian. They're going to build their own app. This is an interesting one right here. All right. Now, let's look at stocks, right? Let's look at stocks. Now, GDP was not that great. Selling bonds, getting ready to put money into stocks. No, Kevin, no. If that was the case, stocks would be going up too. Market's not crazy about this at all. Well, bonds are now starting to come back up. Not as big of an impact on the bonds, but quite a big impact on stocks. Quite a big impact on stocks. Okay. All right. NASDAQ is down 0.4 right now. We'll see what happens. But so far, I'm not loving this. I am not loving this. And I'm very, very happy that you guys may have noticed I put on the brakes a lot this week on in the pit and other programs. I'm doing this because we have so much chop and uncertainty. I'm not doing it because I'm lazy. All right. All right. Let's see. GLD. Yeah, gold and silver doing okay. It's not that bad. I mean, that is a defensive asset. So bonds right now are not coming off anymore. But stocks are coming back up. Let's see what we can do between now and the market opened. We don't have the Supreme Court decision yet. I don't know what time they're going to be coming out and if they're going to be coming out. As far as momentum, as I keep telling you guys over and over again, we still have a lot of friction on the NASDAQ 100. As far as the Dow Jones is concerned, industrial, are leading right here. Industrial is leading, not infotech like it was in 2025. Okay? That's right. Approach with caution. Exactly. You want to be careful today. Today's not looks like it's starting to get into a pretty choppy day. Yeah, I'd be very careful. I'd be very cautious today. All right, certain things I need to do. Let's all calm down. There's a lot of things I need to show you. And folks, if you're just coming in here right now, please make sure you're watching at 1080p. Okay? Please make sure you're watching at 1080p. And give us one thumbs up if you benefit from this show. Okay? There you go, Eagle Beagle. Good to see you here, too. And by the way, folks, very, very special session today in the VIP room. Very, very special day in the VIP room today. All new gap study on 65,000 gaps. Here's my Telegram channel. I'm about to start posting stuff in there. You better get in there. And here's Customer Service Live. And as Cam said, they're going to be talking about data miner today. Yeah, Supreme Court will speak at 10, but we don't know what they're going to announce. So, yeah, SPY is not loving this. QQQ is not loving this. We're right near the low of the session. I'll do levels in a few minutes. Well, before you guys conclude what you'd be doing right now, let me just finish my analysis, okay? Volatility. Volatility is making higher lows right here, which is not great. But as long as we don't break this level, we're okay. What I'm hoping for is this starts breaking back towards the 15-day. So you're going to be keeping an eye on this today very, 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 very closely. All right? Exactly, culpable. Exactly. Oh, I'm very happy that I didn't put you into a lot of stocks this week in the pit. I'm so happy about that. I'm patting myself on the back for doing that, keeping you guys out of noise and out of trouble. Yes, my Mark, my noon show is always recorded, just like my morning show is being recorded right now for you. And here's the link for the show that's being recorded right now in real time. Okay, see, I've got links for everybody today. I come carrying links. I'm going to be really showing you some good stuff today at noon. I really recommend. You will be so pissed off if you miss today's VIP session. I can't begin to tell you. Hold on a second. I'm going to tell them something right here. I want today's VIP room session recorded and put inside gap to green. Please confirm tomorrow when it's done. And edit out the non-education stuff. I'm just giving my staff some information. Okay. All right. Yeah, QQQ is not doing us any favors right now. QQQ is not doing us any favors right now, and neither is the SPY. This is not good. So I'm not liking this. Now let me show you. Now let me show you something. Okay. Do you see this? I was saving the best for last, but one second. All right. So do you guys see this? Do you guys see put to call ratio? Here. Put to call ratio is out of whack, telling us that put buyers got a little ahead of themselves yesterday. Okay. Yeah. Do you guys see this? So before you get so bearish, just consider this. Way too much fear, too much put buyer in the market yesterday. Okay. And don't ask me what this means. I'm not going to answer your question. If you don't know what it means, that means you don't come here every day. Just send me an email. Okay. Put buyers are getting a little bit ahead of themselves. So let me show you something. This is going back 2 years. What I suggest you do is go and look at what happened to the market every time we come up here and send me a nice email and let me know. So as you could see here, in the last 3 years, we've been here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, like 13 times. Doesn't happen very often. Okay. Okay. So you guys understand that while the market is selling off, market internals are telling us that the put buyers are a little stretched out. We're a little out of whack here. Okay. Again, volatility isn't moving past this level. It's staying here now for a few days, and put to call ratio is over 120. Okay? It's over 120. Okay? All right. Now, just for that, you should give me the thumbs up, just for showing you that. Okay? What about momentum levels? Let's see. Like yesterday, I told you there's no momentum to the downside. Let's see if that changed, right? There's 142 stocks making 21-month highs, and there's 59 stocks making 20-day lows. Yesterday, there was 20. Today, there's 59. That's not strong momentum. What about 90-day lows? There's 55 stocks. Folks, we don't have a lot of downside momentum. We don't have a lot of downside momentum. We just don't. And at the same time, all the speculative stocks are still here. And we don't have a lot of downside momentum. Home builders, technology, QQQ, basic materials, communication, consumer discretionary, chip stocks, they're all here. They're all here. And we don't have any downside momentum. Now, that's pretty important. So think about that. You don't have any downside momentum. Okay? You don't have any downside momentum to the downside. RSPs near all-time highs. Okay? And put the call rate, volatility is at 20, which is a problem. But at the same time, put the call ratio is getting out of whack. That's telling us that the market is looking for a bottom here. Okay? All right. These stocks are at the bottom, and put the call ratios bottoming out, and volatility hasn't been able to go higher. I mean, I don't really call this a volatility spike right here. And this is keep in mind, this is in light of the POTUS decision. This is in light of the GDP. This is in light of the Supreme Court. We're not really spiking. Yeah, you try to find that information somewhere else this morning, Bob. Robert, I mean, good luck to you on that one. Folks, are you getting any value out of this? All right. Are you getting value out of this? All right. What about charts? What about, yes, that means we're looking for a bounce. We're looking for a bounce. Bond market's not selling off at all at this point. Stocks are, but bonds are not. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm waiting for stocks to bounce, and they're not. Huh, interesting. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So S&P 500, what do I make out of this? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Look at the volatility the last few days. Look at this. Do you guys think we could trade this? We could swing trade this market with this volatility? No, no. You need some follow through. We're just doing nothing. Look, guys, look. This is where we were. This is where we were on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. No, this is where we were on Monday. Wait a minute. Monday. No, Monday market was closed. This is last Friday. This is Monday, and this is right now. Look. Just haven't gone anywhere. We haven't gone anywhere. Okay? We really have not gone anywhere. What about QQQ? We haven't gone anywhere. Look. As a matter of fact, let me do this for you. Look. We haven't gone anywhere. We haven't gone anywhere. We're not really going anywhere. Right? So, I mean, we're not really going down. We're just kind of chopping around right now. Okay? And when you're chopping around, you're not going to make any money swing trading because you need follow through. How many trades have I given you in the pit? How many swing trades have I given you in the pit this week? 0. 0. 0. How many do I usually give you? 5, 6, 0. And I'm proud of it. Okay. But Roger, you promised us. I don't want you to lose money. Okay, semiconductors. We're still holding on to this uptrend here. Okay, and again, no movement in the last 4 days. Look at this. No movement. I mean, maybe slightly higher, but barely any movement. We do have this trend right here. We're holding on to this trend right here. And to me, this looks like just a triple top right here. Okay. All right. Mags. Mags are still playing around with the 200-day line. And remember what I taught you about Bitcoin? Do you remember what I taught you about Bitcoin? Well, do you think it does not apply to to this pattern right here? Broke down, going sideways. Do you remember what I said about Bitcoin? Out of whack, doesn't have to have a bounce like this. The longer it stays here, the higher the odds are it'll come back down. Haven't gone anywhere. We're not in a rush to bounce. I want to see a bounce. Haven't bounced yet. Okay. Haven't gone anywhere in the last 3 days. Look at this. Okay. Yeah, silver's up 2.5% right now. Yeah, it's defensive. Bond market now finally started coming off. Look right here. And SMH is just bouncing a little bit. SPY is still coming off. QQQ. Still, SPY and QQQ look exactly the same. Look at this. Exactly the same. All right. So choppiness. Armin, do you see it says total? Total. That means it takes all the. Well, Armin, let me ask you a question. If it takes into account all the equities, every equity, why would it include ETFs and indexes? That makes no sense. This is just equities, all the equities. Okay. That put buyers are getting a little ahead of themselves, is what it's telling us. RSP is still looking beautiful. I mean, beautiful. And the Russell, again, chop suey. Look at that. You don't want to swing trade a lot when markets get this way. Do they get this way a lot? No, they don't. They don't get this choppy. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this session and getting some value out of this. Okay. All right. Levels. Let's talk levels. Mm-hmm. Okay, remember yesterday I barely changed my levels. Let's see if we have to change them today. Man, they're great. Look at that. Okay, we move that here. We leave this alone. We leave that alone. We move that up there. We move that down there. We add one more line right there. And we don't need this thing right here. Then we got our levels. Okay, let me get this for you guys. I'm posting this in the Telegram channel. If I could ever find my... One second, guys. I'm sorry. Somebody asked me a question here. Okay. We post this for you. SPY levels. Let's see, QQQ levels. Yeah, just barely changed from yesterday. Not if you're expecting a lot of changes, you're not going to get them. QQQ. Oh my, look at that. That's my levels from yesterday. Let's delete this. And let's move this here. And let's not do anything else. Okay, I'm good with that. You see how bad my levels work? All the changes I have to make when markets are choppy? I guess I'm being very sarcastic. QQQ, hardly any changes from yesterday. Okay. Yes, Adam. That's right, Eagle Beagle. Tariffs will go retail will go up like crazy if tariffs are a no-go. If they're not initiated, yes. Okay, let's do SMH. Wow, look at that. Who drew these levels? Whoever drew these levels knew what he was doing. There, let's put that right here. Let's move that up here. Actually, we could just leave it right here. I got to tell you, man, these levels are good. These levels are good. Let's put another one right there. Okay. I'll just add one more here. And put this right here. There we go. That's it. Now we're good. Folks, you should be able to do this yourself. If you can't do this yourself, stop looking at indicators and start looking at price action. SMH levels. All right. How about Russell 2000? Totally different. Look at that, because they went out of range. Okay, we'll have to fix this. Okay, we go right there. Go right there. Okay. There we go. IWM levels. David says, please give Clyde a pet for me this morning before high flying. Okay. Sounds good, David. I will. We've been having a lot of fun in high flyers, actually. It's been a lot. The feedback I'm getting from folks is that they have so much fun in that program. They have a lot of fun with that program. All right, bond market's going a little crazy overnight. Yeah, I wish we didn't have this. This is not good. Got a lot of support, though, right here for bonds. That'll be good enough right there, actually. Now I'm making my screen is 24 inches, so this image is going to be 24. It's a very big image, okay? So you guys should have no problem seeing it in full size. You can always increase the size of your images as well. Although lately we haven't been getting any. Since I changed these monitors, nobody's been telling me that they can't see anything. Levels. All right. There we go. Good morning, Lori. Good morning to you. He doesn't like milk. He's a water guy. My cats aren't big milk drinkers. Yeah, bond market's not doing so great. SMH starting to bounce off a little bit. QQQ starting to bounce off a little bit. We'll see if they hold. Let me give you stocks that I'm looking at, okay? And then I got to get out of here. Okay. Short list. TTD. First time I've ever talked about this stock in 24 hours. HPQ, or actually like in 12 hours, HPQ. You see how much things change with me? The levels are the same, the stocks are the same. It's like watching the same movie over and over again. Blackstone, that's a nice short right there. X GEN. It's a nice short right there. Look at how it holds this VWAP, right? And then came back down. PayX. Sorry about next gen. I'm trying to do the best that I can. Thanks, Bob. I appreciate you. That is a beautiful chart. Let me. That's very nice. I know. I know. Wouldn't you like if I gave you stocks like this every day? Oh, wait a minute. I've been giving you the stock every day now for the last 2 weeks. Hey, I got to have a little fun with you guys here too, right? How about this one? If I only gave the same stocks over and over again, like this one, like I've given this one already for the fourth time, never received replays from yesterday. Hey, Lori, look, let me show you something. Folks, I'm going to show you something right now. Okay. Look, go to YouTube, right? You go to YouTube, just like this. You type in Roger Scott. You see my ugly mug right here. See live, Roger Scott? Just click my face right here. Click on it, okay? Click on my face, go to live, and they're all right here, Lori. They're all waiting for you. They're all waiting for you. This is live right now. This is last night's at 4 p.m. This is yesterday morning, 24 hours ago. That's VIP room on Wednesday. Here is the link. They're all waiting for you to be seen. Here they are. There's the link for you guys, okay? All right, Lori, you're not going to receive it because it's all waiting for you. It's already been received. Okay, there you go. It's all right here. They're all right here. Now, let me do my stocks in peace, please. All right, let's look at longs. CSX. I know. It's the first time I'm telling you about this stock. I've never mentioned it before here. SU. That's a nice. Look at how clean this trend is on volume. That's very nice. JNJ. Thanks, George. Look now, let me ask you a question. Why would you trade another stock instead of trading a stock that's been going straight up almost every day? I know it's the first time I'm mentioning it here. I've never mentioned this stock here before. I know it's a complete shock. We didn't have it yesterday on our watch list, and the day before, and the day before yesterday, and the day before that. Nah. Never mentioned it before. How about this one? Now, this is a new one, right? Eagle Beagle. How many times have I mentioned this stock? Rob, none of my programs show you how to draw levels, but Trading Zone, Alpha Zone Pro trades, gives you levels automatically, draws levels for you automatically. Now look at that. Have we talked about RTX before? How many, if I was to look back in my journal right here, how many times would I see it in the last 2 months? Or how about this one? Altria. We didn't talk about this one yesterday, did we now? Or how about GE? Well, that's a new one, right? Nice day trading stock today. If we have volume. Light. Nice trend. DAR. Look at that trend. That's nice. A gold stock. Yes, a gold stock. Of course we did see Fazio. We talk about these stocks all the too many to count. Of course. Trader Momo says 1 million times. He's covered it many times. I know. And guess what they're still doing? They're all still going up. Isn't that amazing? That's a nice breakout right there. And GEV. Now, this is, I haven't talked about, I really have not talked about this stock for a while. GEV. The only stock here I haven't talked about in a while is EIX. I don't think I've talked about this stock a lot. That's a nice breakout on volume. LMT. That's a nice stock. And don't tell me that I did not talk about RTX and LMT at least 10 times in the last month. Eagle Beagle says I made money on it a handful of times. All right. Now, folks, I want to explain something to you, okay? First off, be careful today. We're still in very, very choppy waters. That's the link to the VIP room. I am going to be showing you the back test result of 60 to 65,000 gaps today in the VIP room. I'm going to show you a back test result of 60 to 65,000 gaps. I'm going to show you what happens to gaps when they move a gap up 1%, 2%, 3%, 0.5%. I'm going to show you the statistical odds of them filling that gap. And then I'm going to show you how those statistical odds change depending on the volume preceding the gap. Have you ever seen this before? No. Will you ever see this again? Maybe. Have I ever done this before? No. Can you make a complete trading strategy out of what I'm going to teach you today? Yes. How much would a normal guru charge you for what I'm going to teach you today? Probably $5,000 to $10,000. How much am I going to charge you for this today? Zero. You're going to learn what it would take a trader 5 years to learn with risking a lot of money. I'm going to hand it over to you for free today to explain to you the level of education that you're going to get in the VIP room today would be equivalent to a very expensive class. I'm not blowing smoke. You will see. You will tell me this after I'm done with you today. It's going to be eye-opening for some of you. For some of you, it won't be eye-opening. For those that have been listening to me, it won't be eye-opening at all. But I will be talking about gaps like there's no tomorrow. Gaps, and more gaps. Gaps, and more gaps. Okay? And here is the link to Customer Service Live, where they'll be talking about a lot of goodies today. A lot of goodies. Folks, I got to get out of here. Here's the link to today's session if you missed it. I will see you later. Be careful today. Please be really careful today. We're still in chop land. We need something to break us out of that. I will be updating you throughout the entire day. Please be careful. You don't have to trade large caps today. You don't have to. Nobody's putting a gun to your head. We're in a chop zone. We don't stay in these chop zones very long. It's the first time I haven't been giving trades in the pit in I don't know, a year, 6 months. I'm really being cautious right now for obvious reasons. Please be careful.